It's important to inspect the boots on the caliper for damage that could allow dirt and debris to enter the caliper. If damage is found, the adjuster piston boot and the adjuster boot should both be replaced. To replace the adjuster piston boot and adjuster boot for Hendrickson MAXX22T air disc brake systems, a flathead screwdriver, a paint pen, a clean shop towel, and an adjuster boot parts kit are required. Once the trailer is prepared for maintenance, remove the wheel to begin the replacement. Next, remove the brake pads. To inspect, push the caliper as far inboard as possible and visually inspect the guide pin and piston boot for tears, rips, or any evidence of damage. If damage is present, the boots on the caliper should be replaced. To replace the adjuster piston boot, first remove the brake and the brake chamber. Push the caliper as far inboard as possible and pull the adjuster piston boot from the seat of the piston. To pull the boot off, position a flathead screwdriver between the adjuster piston boot and the cover and carefully remove the adjuster piston boot. Next, inspect the brake caliper for contamination. If dirt or moisture has entered the brake, the caliper should be replaced. Using a paint pen, mark the position of the pin of the adjuster piston on the caliper to aid in realignment during the reassembly process. Turn the adjuster piston counterclockwise approximately 1 inch out of the caliper for access to the boot. Inspect the thread of the adjuster piston for wear and damage. If the thread is damaged, or if a torn boot has allowed dirt or moisture to enter the brake caliper, the brake caliper should be replaced. Clean the adjuster piston boot seats with a clean shop towel and grease the thread of the adjuster piston. Turn the adjuster piston clockwise back into the brake caliper, using your marks to properly align the piston pin to its original position. To begin installation, lightly grease the piston boot and insert it into the adjuster piston seat. Center the piston boot and push it into the boot seat of the brake caliper by hand. Ensure that the adjuster piston boot is correctly seated and wrinkle-free in the brake caliper. The next step is to remove and replace the adjuster boot. If not already completed, remove the brake chamber and the adjuster plug to begin replacing the adjuster boot. Using a flathead screwdriver, remove the adjuster boot from the brake caliper seat. Then remove the adjuster boot from the adjuster. If dirt or moisture has entered the brake caliper through the boot seat, or if the adjuster boot has been damaged, the adjuster boot should be replaced. Next, check the thread on the adjuster shaft and all visible internal brake components. If they're damaged or corroded, the brake should be replaced. Using a clean shop towel, clean the brake caliper boot seat. Use the tools provided in the adjuster boot replacement kit to prevent damage to the boot during installation. Using the grease provided in the replacement adjuster boot kit, lightly grease the new boot and install it on the mounting cap. Push the mounting cap on the adjuster until it stops. Next, slide the adjuster boot on the brake caliper seat and install the mounting bushing on the mounting cap. Press the mounting bushing against the inner boot bead until it sits in the boot seat of the adjuster. This procedure ensures that the seat is completely mounted within the caliper. Next, remove the mounting bushing and the mounting cap. Then check the adjuster boot to ensure it is seated correctly in the brake caliper and boot seat. After correctly replacing both the adjuster piston boot and the adjuster boot, the MAXX22T system is prepared for brake pad installation. Detailed information on MAXX22T installation and maintenance procedures and replacement parts is available on Hendrickson's website or by contacting Hendrickson Technical Services.